All right, what's going on, everybody? We are live for Ravens and Chargers on Monday Night Football. I think we should have a great game and should be a good matchup. I mean, I think this can be a really good game and game that can definitely go either way. Hold on one second while I pull this up the game and also pull up the comments. But welcome to the stream, everybody. I think we should have a great game today on Monday Night Football. I have the Chargers getting the win here by a score of 30-24. I think this is going to be a great game. I can definitely see this game going either way. And it's really interesting with obviously John Harbaugh and Jim Harbaugh against each other. Um, all right, there's a poll. Be sure to vote on that. You got the Ravens. Okay, yeah, I got the Chargers 30-24, but this was definitely the hardest game for me to predict this week, and I think this game can definitely go either way. Broncos need a loss from LA. Yeah, that's an interesting wild card race. And I mean, the Ravens, they're currently also there as well, I think. But yeah, that it's definitely gonna be interesting, and this is a big game for the wild card race, even though it's still early. You got the Chargers 20-10. Okay, I could see that. Kick is away, and the kick will be a touchback as the Chargers will take a knee in the end zone. So Justin Herbert and the Charger offense will take over at their own 25-yard line. Sorry, their own 30-yard line. Good AFC battle tonight. Yeah, definitely should be a good one. So Justin Herbert, 246 straight pass attempts without an interception. He's thrown 13 touchdowns to 1 interception on the season. Put a great game against the Bengals last week. And now again, he faced the Ravens defense isn't great, so I think he will play well. So 1st and 10 from the 30. Herbert under center. J.K. Dobbins is the back. Dobbins scored the game-winning touchdown last week against the Ravens. Herbert hands off. Dobbins gets it straight ahead, and Dobbins goes nowhere. This is a Ravens defense. They'll give up points and give up passing yards, but they are very good against the run. I was just going to check the Chargers offense. Chargers offense scoring 22 points per game. That's 18th in the NFL, so a little bit worse than half. And J.K. Dobbins, 5 rushing touchdowns in his last 4 games. But yeah, very difficult to run the football against this Raven defense. So 2nd and 10 after the run play goes nowhere. Herbert in shotgun, back on to the left. Herbert off play action, looks to throw. Herbert over the middle, that is caught in stride. Ladd McConkey, he is unable to slip a tackle. Marlon Humphrey throws him to the ground, but a nice pick up and a nice start through the air for the Chargers as Herbert finds McConkey. McConkey had a huge game last week with, I believe, 6 catches for 123 yards, I believe it was. And a gain of 17 there on 1st down. Or sorry, to give the Chargers a 1st down. McConkey was dealing with a shoulder injury, but obviously he is playing. 1st and 10, Herbert hands off. Gus Edwards gets it straight ahead. The former Raven, and he'll pick up 7. Taken down by Trenton Simpson. Ravens without Roquan Smith for this game. The first game he's missed as a member of the Ravens. Ravens allowing 24.6 points per game. That is 24th in the NFL. And they have the worst pass defense in the NFL, allowing 284.5 passing yards per game. LA is home tonight. Yeah, it's in LA. So 2nd and 3, Herbert under center. The run play. Edwards straight ahead has a 1st down, and he'll pick up 4, enough to move the chains. But Gus Edwards, he was a former Raven for the last few seasons. Let me check that exactly. Edwards with 195 yards on 54 carries this season hasn't gotten in the end zone. Spent the first 5 years of his career in Baltimore. Herbert off play action, looks to throw, given time. Herbert going to run for this. Herbert will slide at 37. Nice job by Herbert. Nothing there downfield. Just able to run for about, I don't know, a few yards. Herbert actually ran for 65 yards last week. And nobody open, so he takes off for a couple there. Going back to Gus Edwards real quick. He spent the first 5 years of his career with the Ravens, never had more than 810 yards, although had 13 touchdowns last year. 2nd and 6 for the Chargers. Handoff goes to J.K. Dobbins, another former Raven in the Charger backfield. And Dobbins with a first down as he gains 11. Nice running there on 2nd and 6. And another first down. Chargers at home, you definitely have the Chargers winning. Okay. I think this is a game that could go either way. I mean, obviously the Chargers being home helps. But yeah, I do have the Chargers. I think it'll be a higher scoring game. I've got it 30-24. So Chargers move the football here on the first drive from the Raven 25. Herbert off play action over the middle that is caught by the tight end Will Dissly. He had a big game last week. And Dissly gets inside the 10, set the Chargers up 1st and goal. Two good AFC teams tonight. Yeah, I think this is going to be a great game. I think the Chargers got this one. I would agree. I've got the Chargers in a close game. 1st and goal from the 7. Herbert hands off. Dobbins straight ahead. And he will gain 2 before he is stuffed. Dobbins 5 rushing touchdowns in his last 4 games, including the game-winning touchdown last week. J.K. Dobbins 10th in the NFL with 726 rushing yards this season. Spent the first 4 years of his career with the Ravens, although struggled to stay healthy. But whenever he was on the field, he was great. Chargers scoring a touchdown on 55% of their goal-to-go drives. That is 2nd worst in the NFL. Let's see if they can get in the end zone here. 2nd and goal from the 5. Herbert to throw, given time. Herbert, still plenty of time. He's going to pull this down and run. Justin Herbert into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. Herbert with a touchdown run. Chargers with the game's first points as they go right down the field. Ending a 5-yard touchdown run for Justin Herbert. They go 9 plays, 70 yards, take 5:15 off the clock. And the Chargers go right down the field and get on the board first. Great drive for the Chargers. Here is the extra point to make it a 7-point Charger lead. And the extra point is up and good. So 7-0 Chargers lead. They take the opening kickoff and go right down the field and get the game's first points. LA making it look easy so far, yeah. Right down the field. 9 plays, 70 yards. Did it on the ground and through the air. It was a rushing touchdown from Herbert. But Herbert, 35 passing yards. Well, very even. 35 passing yards, 35 rushing yards on that first drive for the Chargers. You need Flowers and Lamar to have a good game. Alright. Yeah, Lamar Jackson, he didn't have a good game last week, but I mean, that's just kind of what he does against the Steelers. He's great against everybody else, and then has terrible games against the Steelers. You're over here cheering for LA. You're a Broncos fan. Well, I mean, you said it helps them with the. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. You said it helps them with the playoff race, so understandable. Yeah, the Broncos 7-5, Chargers are 7-3. Right now, the Broncos have that 7 seed. Really, the Broncos will be helped out by whichever team loses today, because both teams are in the wild card ahead of them. If the Ravens lose, they'll fall to 7-5. Although the Ravens would still have the tiebreaker because they beat the Broncos. Whereas the Chargers, if they lose, will fall to 7-4, which is still half a game better than the Broncos. But they still have to play in about 3 weeks. Um, this Lamar looks mad already. Yeah, I saw when they showed him. He did not look happy. This would be a game that you go to as neutral. Yeah, me too. I just want to see a great game. I really do think we're gonna get that. Um, both have better records in the AFC. Yeah. So far, results in the poll, it is 50-50. Be sure to vote if you guys have not already done so. So the Ravens are going to get the football for their first possession, trailing 7-0. The Ravens definitely have the offense to keep up. If this game were to become a shootout, the question is, can they score against a great Charger defense? This is Charger defense, best scoring defense in the NFL, although had their worst game of the season last week, giving up 27 to the Bengals. The kick is a touchback and will be brought out to the 30. If both teams lose, it won't really destroy their playoff hopes, right? I wouldn't think so. Both teams would still be in, like if the playoffs started today, it would still be in the playoffs. But yeah, I think they should be okay. Obviously, yeah, I think they'll both be fine. 1st and 10. Here's Lamar Jackson on the option. He's going to pull this, and he will gain 6 before he is chopped down. Jackson having another great season. 25 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 261 passing yards per game. That 25 touchdown mark is the highest passing touchdown total through 11 games in the career for Lamar Jackson. Having a great season. Already more passing touchdowns this year at 25 than he had last year when he won MVP when he had 24. 2nd and 5. Jackson under center. Will hand off to Derrick Henry. And Henry breaks a tackle and picks up 6 on the ground. Henry, one of 2 players in the NFL with over 1,000 rushing yards. The other is Saquon Barkley, who we saw last night. Henry also 13 rushing touchdowns. That leads the NFL. And he's gotten the end zone in every game so far this season. Ravens 2nd in the NFL, scoring 30.4 points a game. So 1st and 10 from the 40. Jackson under center. Jackson off play action. He's going to throw this one downfield. There's a high throw hauled in by Nelson Agholor for a 1st down. Hold on, we do have a flag. Let's see what we have here. We have a personal foul against the fullback, Reichard. I don't really know what the rule is there. It was kind of like diving at the feet. Barkley or Henry? That's a tough debate. I would probably give it to Saquon Barkley right now, but I mean they're the 2 best running backs in the NFL, at least so far this year. 1st and 25. Here's the handoff to Henry, and he's going to get taken down for a gain of 3. But I mean, both Saquon and Derrick Henry having great seasons, and I mean, if you want to make the argument for Derrick Henry, go ahead. If you want to make the argument for Saquon Barkley, go ahead. I'm not really going to argue with you either way. I'd probably go with Saquon. So 2nd and 22. Jackson in shotgun just as Hill motions out of the backfield. Jackson looks to throw, pressured, and he will sidearm one to Mark Andrews. And Andrews picks up 3 on the tight end screen. So it is 3rd and long here for this Raven offense. 3rd and 19. They face the Charger defense that gets back Khalil Mack for this game, and they're allowing 14.5 points per game, which is fewest in the NFL. You think Henry's slightly better, but it's tough, yeah. You could argue that either way. Barkley quicker, Henry strong, yeah, exactly. 3rd and 20, Jackson looks to throw. Jackson has time to take a shot. Down the field, he just threw this out of bounds. Zay Flowers, the intended target. And that brings up 4th and 20. So the Ravens set back by a penalty and unable to do anything on their opening drive after the penalty. Chargers force a 3 and out, and their defense gets off to a good start. Coming into this week, the Chargers forced a punt on 46% of opponent drives. That was the highest percentage in the NFL. So the Ravens forced a punt on their first drive on 4th and 20. There is Davis back deep to receive. And Davis, this punt headed towards the sideline. Davis fields at 13, but his momentum carries him out of bounds. Not a good throw yet there. Yeah, not very good. It also it didn't seem like he was trying to throw that away. It just seemed like he completely just missed. But yeah, not a good one. Hold on, let me pull up the stats for the game real quick while they go to commercial. But the Chargers, they get the football back. They force a Raven punt. Technically, it's not a 3 and out because they ran 5 plays, even though. Oh no, it's not a 3 and out because they picked up a first down. Sorry, I completely forgot about that. But the Ravens end up back where they started, 5 plays for 0 yards, and they punt. But waiting for them to come back from commercial here. Chargers getting the football back. They'll have the ball on their own 13. Put together a great drive. Their first possession. As they went 9 plays, 70 yards right down the field. Lamar is overrated. I would disagree. I mean, he's having a great season. I mean, I really do think he's one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. But yeah, I would disagree with that one. I think he might have been a little overrated last season because I mean, yeah, he did win MVP, but his numbers really weren't anything too impressive. I mean, he threw for 3,600 yards and had 24 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, another 800 yards and 5 touchdowns on the ground. But I think this season he's playing at an elite level. Herbert pressured here, and Herbert spinning away. Now he's taken down for a sack. Justin Herbert eventually goes down. And is 2nd and 13. Ravens brought a blitz here. Herbert looks like he was going to break free, but then Odafe Owe able to eventually take him down. 2nd and 13. Herbert under center. They go I formation. Herbert off play action, sets up the screen. Oh, tries to set up the screen to J.K. Dobbins, but a wide throw and incomplete. 3rd and 13. If he wins the Super Bowl, you'll shut up. Well, yeah, that's the main thing with Lamar Jackson, his lack of playoff success. I made the AFC Championship game last year, didn't really do anything there. And then, also only won one playoff game last year. That's a major criticism of his, but great regular season player, just needs to find more playoff success. So 3rd and 13 here for the Chargers, backed up their own 10-yard line. Ravens rush 5. Herbert, with time, zips one over the middle that is caught for a first down. Ladd McConkey makes the catch, and the Chargers convert on 3rd and long. McConkey gains 15. Nice throw from Herbert, and the Chargers keep this drive alive. Well said there. Thank you. So 1st and 10 from their own 25. Herbert under center. Dobbins is the back, gets the carry running right. Dobbins with space, makes a cut. And a nice pickup there for J.K. Dobbins as he picks up 5. Although we do have a flag. 4:57 to go in the opening quarter. This run's going to come back. A holding call against Zion Johnson. I believe he's their left guard. Maybe their right guard. Let's see if they show a replay. Okay, apparently not. But he's one of their guards. Either left guard or right guard, not sure. So 1st and 20. Backed up to their own 15 after the penalty. Herbert looks to throw. Herbert pump fakes the screen, then throws it out to Dobbins. And oh, nice move from J.K. Dobbins before he's knocked out of bounds. He'll gain 11, and they'll get the penalty yardage back to make it 2nd and 9. Really nice job from Justin Herbert on that play. Despite a free rusher coming off the edge, able to get the throw around him and still to J.K. Dobbins. So 2nd and 9 from the 27. Herbert in shotgun, back line up to the left. Herbert tosses to Dobbins running left. Got some blocks, looks for a cutback lane, finds one, gains about 4. And that'll make this a 3rd and about 4 or 5. So good job for the Chargers to make it much more manageable 3rd down after starting 1st and 20 after the penalty. So it's 3rd and 5. They just converted a 3rd and 13 a couple minutes ago. Let's see if they can convert another 3rd down. J.K. Dobbins so far this game, 4 carries, 18 yards. He has 1 catch for 11. 3rd and 5, empty backfield for the Chargers. They go 5 wide. Ravens show blitz. And they just get the snap off. Ravens rush 5. Herbert rolls to his right and throws to the outside. Another third. Oh, he dropped it. Could not hold on after the hit from Nate Wiggins, the rookie from Clemson. Jalen Reagor could not hold on. He had it, but couldn't maintain possession through the hit from Nate Wiggins. So the Chargers forced a punt here as the Ravens defense gets the stop. And now we got flags that come in. Let's see what we have here. Somebody have 12 men on the field? No, false start. So to back the Chargers up. And they'll just punt this for a 4th and 10 instead. Are you going to call any of the games in the holiday? Yeah, I'm not. Well, actually, I don't know why I said yeah. No, I'm not. But yeah, just gonna spend time with family. Next stream will be actually I'm gonna stream Saturday night for college football, but then next stream NFL related will be Sunday like usual. Flag flies in the punt. It's fair call at the 32, and we'll see what this flag is. But no, I won't be streaming it on Thanksgiving. I'm gonna stream Saturday night for Texas and Texas A&M, and Sunday night and Monday night. Next Sunday we've got it's a good matchup. 49ers Bills, or at least should be. And then Monday I'll also be streaming that one. We got Browns and Broncos. The penalty on the return is a personal foul against Nate Wiggins for blocking an opponent out of bounds. So that will back the Ravens up 15. And they take over 2:57 to go in the first quarter, and it's going to be on let's see, where will it be after that? Probably their own 17. I think it said 15 yards from the end of the play. Just want to make sure. Yeah, their own 17. Good games Sunday night and Monday night. Yeah, hopefully should be good games. And Broncos Browns isn't necessarily a game you look at and say, "Wow, this gonna be a great game." But I mean, the Browns they won this week, so I mean, you never really know. But I mean, all NFL games are usually close, or most. Uh, Monday night will be cool because Broncos you call your team's game. Nice. Yeah, I mean, sometimes there's games you don't expect will be good games that end up being really good games. Browns always give the Broncos a good fight. Yeah, I feel like the Browns are a team. They're not good, but it always seems to me that they've played a lot of close games. Yeah, pretty close. Let's see. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Seven of their 11 games have been one score games, so definitely could be a close game. The way Knicks is playing Denver may steamroll the dog pound. Yeah, the Bo Nix, he's been great. I mean, I feel like he's not getting enough recognition for what he's doing, but he's having a great season, especially playing a lot better lately. I mean, threw for over 300 yards and 4 touchdowns, not yesterday, but last week. On the season, thrown for 2,500 yards, 16 touchdowns, 6 picks, also 4 rushing touchdowns. He's having a great season. And with how I feel like people were like, the offensive rookie of the year is going to be. People were acting like it's over like 3 weeks ago with Jaden Daniels, but I mean with how the Commanders have been losing, missed the first down play. It was a gain of 5, by the way. And how the Broncos have been winning. I think the offensive rookie of the year race is very much competition. Jackson to throw, quick throw outside, high throw, incomplete. Wanted Zay Flowers, brings up 3rd and 5. Knicks got Player of the Week last week from the NFL. Yeah, easy to see why. I mean, 300 yards and 4 touchdowns. So 3rd and 5 here. The Chargers defense has allowed 7 points or fewer in the first half of every game so far this season. Right now, the Ravens have a 0 on the board, but still 2:17 to go in the first quarter. 3rd and 5. Jackson looks to throw. He has, given time. Going to go deep down the field. That is incomplete. I don't know where he's throwing that. Deontay Johnson was somehow the target. That was way over his head. Let's see what happens here. Johnson also like on the ground by the time the ball got there. Even if it is an interference, which doesn't look like it is, just looks like they got tangled up. But that's not a catchable pass, so it shouldn't be a call either way. But the Ravens forced to go 3 and out as they punt on back-to-back possessions. Davis fields this at the 18. On the return, cuts up the middle. Nice move by Davis. Still cutting up the middle. Davis crossed the 35 to the 36-yard line. And a really good return for Darius Davis. The second-year receiver/returner from TCU. Part of the TCU team that went to the national championship game. Obviously, got destroyed in that game, but I always went to the national championship game. And great return there. Yeah, the Chargers get the ball, and that is also the final play of the. Was it really? No, how could that be? It said end of the first quarter. No, I don't know why it said end of the first quarter. When they went to commercial, when they put up like the little scoreboard, it is not the end of the first quarter. There's still 2 minutes. I just thought to myself, it said end of the first quarter right as I was about to change this, but that doesn't make sense because it had just said there was still 2:17 to go, and they threw an incomplete pass. There's no way the punt was going to take 2 minutes. But ESPN makes a mistake there. And yeah, there's still 2 minutes left in the first half. Or sorry, the first quarter. But waiting for them to come back from commercial, Chargers with the football on their own 36 after a good punt and a good return. It was a 62-yard punt, but a 19-yard return. So a net 43. So they're back from commercial. Look at the AFC playoff picture. Chargers currently have the 5 seed, Ravens as the 6 seed. Teams currently separated by half a game. The touch pass goes forward to Darius Davis, just a nice return. And Davis forced towards the sideline, no space, and eventually forced it to bounds after a gain of 3. So 2nd and 7. Chargers have run 16 plays for 102 yards and had the ball for over 8 minutes. Ravens have had the ball for 8 plays, 20 yards in 4 minutes. Chargers also with 6 first downs compared to the Ravens' 1. So 2nd and 7, Herbert under center. They just get the snap off, the play clock winding down. Dobbins straight ahead, and a solid pick up about 4 yards before he's knocked backwards. We reach a minute to go here in the first quarter. So it's 3rd and 2. They give Dobbins 5 on 2nd down. Dobbins, a 2nd round pick in the 2020 draft by the Ravens out of Ohio State. Played 15 games as a rookie, was great, but then played 9 games over the next 3 seasons before he signed a 1-year contract with the Chargers and now find himself in LA for this season. 3rd and 2. Herbert hands off. Dobbins gets it. Breaks free. J.K. Dobbins into the secondary. Dobbins to the 39 of the Ravens. Nice running there for J.K. Dobbins as he moves the chains with a nice pickup on what will likely be the final play of the first quarter. Really good blocking. Dobbins does not get touched for at least 15 yards. Really good blocking up front. And a good run for J.K. Dobbins. Chargers at the line. They will not get a snap off before the quarter ends. But at the end of the first quarter, now we're actually at the end of the first quarter, unlike what the ESPN scoreboard said a second ago. But 7-0, the Chargers lead the Ravens. Justin Herbert, his 5-yard rushing touchdown, the only score in the game. And it is 7-0 at the end of the first quarter. By the way, that run for J.K. Dobbins gained 17. He's up to 6 carries for 40 yards. Chargers still with a very, very even split between runs and passes. 62 passing yards, 61 rushing yards. They've thrown it 7 times, run it 10. Although really they've called on 9 passes and 8 runs because Justin Herbert has 2 scrambles. But very even offensively so far. So waiting for them to come back from commercial as we enter the second quarter. Results in the poll is still 50-50. Be sure to vote if you have not already done so. And I also put a poll out in the community tab of my channel, where you guys can be sure to frequently look for polls, updates, or anything like that. And in that poll, 80% of you guys said the Ravens would win, 20% said the Chargers. They're back from commercial here as we begin the second quarter. From the Raven 39, Herbert off play action looks to throw. Herbert checks down to Dobbins in the flat, who has space after the catch, and Dobbins gains 6 on the catch and run. So 2nd and 4. Herbert under center. McConkey comes in motion. Go back to the ground. Here's Gus Edwards. And Edwards picks up 3. We'll make it about a 3rd and 1 from the 30. Ravens' rush defense is allowing 78 yards per game in the season, which is second fewest. They've already allowed over 60 rushing yards today. I believe it's 64, to be exact. 3rd and 1. Herbert under center. Hands off Gus Edwards, and he is stuffed in the backfield. Looks like he got about half a yard. It's 4th and 1 here in decision time for Jim Harbaugh. If I'm the Chargers, I think I'm going to go for this. The Chargers will keep the offense out there and go for it. I like the decision. Herbert under center. Edwards is the back. And they'll hand off. Edwards gets it again. This time he's got a first down. Edwards gains 2. And the Chargers convert on 4th down. So 1st and 10 from the 27. Herbert under center. McConkey in motion. He'll line up in the slot left. Herbert off play action. Looks to throw. Herbert with plenty of time. Shovel passes forward to Dobbins, who's taken down for a gain of 3. 12:05 to go in the first half. Chargers lead 7-0. They're putting together another good drive. So 2nd and 7. Empty backfield for Herbert. Ravens bring a blitz. Herbert gonna take a shot into the end zone. That is incomplete. Wanted Quentin Johnston covered tightly by Nate Wiggins. And it's 3rd and 7. Oh, Herbert had Josh Palmer wide open underneath. Just didn't see him. So it's 3rd and 7. Herbert today is 7 of 10 for 74 yards. Also with a rushing touchdown. Herbert in shotgun on 3rd down. Ravens rush 4. Herbert with time to the outside. That is dropped by Dobbins, incomplete. Brings up 4th and 7. And the Chargers can be forced to settle for 3. I don't think Dobbins is expecting the football right away. They're able to get hands on it, not quite able to hold in. Also, very likely he gets tackled short. But here is Cameron Dicker for the field goal. 21 of 23 this season. To make it a 10-point Charger lead. And the kick is right down the middle. So 10-0, the Chargers lead the Ravens. As they put together another good drive, but the Ravens defense does a good job of forcing a field goal. And the Chargers now lead this one 10-0. Keep it on the ground there. Didn't like the cross throw. I smashed in for a touchdown. I can understand that. I mean, they were running it pretty well. Really, what set him back there on that set of downs was the shot to the end zone. I mean, yeah, all 3 were pass attempts. One was a 3-yard pass to Dobbins. Then they took a shot at the end zone. And then a short pass to Dobbins. That might not have been the right decision for Herbert. Yeah, the Chargers, they are running it pretty effectively. As a team, they have 13 carries for 68 yards. That's 5.2 yards a carry. But that scoring drive for the Chargers goes 11 plays, 40 yards, 5.5 off the clock, resulting in a field goal. And now the Ravens will get the football for their third possession, punted on their first two. So they're back from commercial. Obviously, Jim Harbaugh and John Harbaugh coaching against each other in this game. Matched up in the Super Bowl. What was that? Super Bowl 40. Was this 59? That was 12 years ago. 47? Let me look it up. Where obviously the Ravens won that one over the 49ers at the time, where Jim Harbaugh was their coach. But the Ravens, they take over at their own 30 as kicks the touchback. Chargers corner Eli Apple questionable to return with a hamstring injury. Didn't even know he was on the Chargers or didn't even know he got hurt. Yeah, it was Super Bowl 47 with the Ravens and 49ers. So 1st and 10 from the 30. Jackson under center. Jackson hands off to Henry running right. Henry with space. Derrick Henry with first down. Cuts inside. Derrick Henry still going. Henry gains 18 there. Nice running for Derrick Henry. And a good start to this drive for the Ravens. Blackout game. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. What face is Jim Harbaugh making? I don't know. I missed it. But he always looks so confused on the sideline. He never looks like he has any idea what's going on. Yet he's actually a really good coach. So 1st and 10 from the 49. Jackson under center. They go back to Henry straight ahead. Henry, another good run. Still on his feet. Derrick Henry breaking tackles. Another 15 yards for Henry on the ground. Two tough runs for Derrick Henry. Fighting through contact. And a great start to this drive. 2 plays and the Ravens already inside Charger territory. Henry not in the game for this play. 2nd and 10. And this time Justice Hill gets it straight ahead. And Hill is going to slip, regain his balance, gain about 5. That'll bring up 2nd and 5. 10 minutes to go here in the first half. Second and 5 here for the Ravens. Look at the comments in a second. Jackson under center. Jackson off play action, looks to throw. Jackson pressure, going to take a shot into the end zone. Zay Flowers is the target, and it is dropped incomplete. Actually, that was Rashad Bateman, not Zay Flowers. Tight coverage there by Alohi Gilman. And it's 3rd and 5. Yeah, Rashad Bateman the target. Flowers could have been open in the middle of the field, too. So 3rd and 5. Jackson in shotgun, Hill the back one to his right. Ball on the Charger 33. Jackson looks to throw. Has time. Jackson rolls to his right. Jackson on the run, looking downfield. Will float one downfield to Mark Andrew. Oh, he almost dropped that. Let's see. Was he able to control this and get the feet in? Yes, he was, they say. Out of bounds at the 16. That's going to be interesting to see a replay here. He almost dropped this. Yeah, he looks like he was able to get both feet down. Let's see. 1, 2. Yeah, I think that's a catch. So 1st and 10 from the 17. Ravens don't really seem to be in a hurry. They get the play off. Hand off to Henry. Cuts it up the middle. Derrick Henry gaining 12 down to the 5-yard line. And Derrick Henry having a huge drive. Three run plays, all have gained at least 12 yards. The first Super Bowl you watched was when the Giants beat the Patriots in 2008. Back then you knew nothing about football. Nice. Yeah, the first Super Bowl I actually watched was the Ravens at 49ers. It's the first football game I ever remember watching. I just didn't watch the entire thing. I recorded it the second half and watched the rest of the next day because I was in kindergarten or whatever. But 1st and goal from the 5. Handoff goes to Henry straight ahead. Henry into the end zone for a touchdown. If it stands, there is a flag. It will not stand. It's an illegal formation against the Ravens. And it is 1st and goal now from the 10. But they back him up 5. Touchdown gets taken off the board. It's now 1st and goal from the 10 after the penalty. Jackson in the pistol. Jackson pulls this in the option to the outside. Jackson gets a block. Jackson is into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, this time there is no flags and the touchdown will stand. A rushing touchdown for Lamar Jackson, his 3rd of the season. And the Ravens on the board, they cut into this Charger lead. Everybody expected to be a run up the middle. Jackson pulls it on the option and is then into the end zone for a touchdown. 7-play, 70-yard drive, 3:38 off the clock. Really nice drive there for the Ravens as they go right down the field. And the extra point up and good. So 10-7, the Chargers lead the Ravens. You'll take that. Yeah, you got Jackson in fantasy. I remembered you said that before. Ravens had a goal line stand at the end of that game to win it. Oh, really? I don't remember that super well. Like I said, I was in kindergarten or whatever it was. But yeah. So I don't remember the game super well because I was really young. But the thing that really stands out for me, the game I remember, or the play I remember from that game is the Jacoby Jones kick return touchdown to open the second half. But yeah, the Ravens won that game 34-31. But the Chargers, they win this one 10-7, and they will get the football back. They allow the Ravens to score for the first time today. A 10-yard rushing touchdown for Lamar Jackson. Ravens really ran the football effectively on that drive. They went 7 plays. They started with a 19-yard run from Henry, then a 14-yard run from Henry, a 5-yard run from Justice Hill, an incompletion. Lamar Jackson threw to Mark Andrews for 16, then another 11-yard run from Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry a touchdown, but they got called back from penalty, and then Lamar Jackson 10-yard touchdown. So very effective on the ground on that drive. The kick here is a touchback and will come out to the the 30. That was a great Super Bowl. Came down to the last play. Wow. I mean, you would expect it to be a good game with the final score of 34-31. Yeah, I don't remember too much of it. First and 10 from the 30. Herbert in shotgun, back on to the left. Herbert off play action, looks to throw. Herbert just froze. He'll find Darius Davis on the outside, and Davis after the catch will work to get back to the line of scrimmage and will gain just a yard. You don't think the 49ers make a Super Bowl for quite a while? I think they could, but not this year because their defense just I don't think is good enough. But I think they definitely can get back to the Super Bowl as where they were last year, but they need to stay healthy and have their defense play better. Second and 9 from the 31. Herbert in shotgun, back on to the left. Herbert off play action, looks to throw. Herbert pressured, rolling to his left. Herbert on the run, sidearms one that is caught by Josh Palmer for first down. Nice play by Justin Herbert, rolling out to his weak side. Accurate throw. Josh Palmer for first down. You just don't rate them as highly as other people do. You destroyed them, by the way. Yeah. Packers, that was a great game for them. I mean, yeah, the 49ers playing with a backup quarterback. That was still a very good win. First and 10 from the 41. Herbert under center. Hand off to Gus Edwards, and he is taken down at the line of scrimmage. Nowhere to run. That'll bring up second and 10. Chargers a plus 92 first half point differential. Up by 3 right now. They're still yet to allow more than 7 points in a first half of a game this season. Right now they've allowed 7 to the Ravens. So Chargers with the ball on their own 41. Herbert in shotgun for second and 10. Herbert looks to throw. Herbert pressures, steps up in the pocket. Herbert underneath will find a check down. That is Will Disk with the tight end. He'll gain 9. Nice job by Herbert. Just navigate the pocket and then find his tight end for 9. Really nice play there. So third and 1. 5.5 minutes to go in the first half. Herbert hands off J.K. Dobbins, he is going to fight. Oh, he's awfully close. I think he's just short. We do have a flag that comes in. Dobbins looks to be a little short. Looks like Jim Harbaugh is saying face mask. Oh, it's an offensive face mask. Interesting. Or offensive holding, actually. So that's a 10-yard penalty. So it brings it to a 3rd and 11. You're impressed by LA except for that last series where they've settled for 3 instead of a touchdown, but not bad. Yeah, they're playing pretty well. 3rd and 11. Herbert in shotgun will look to throw. Herbert over the middle quickly. That is caught by McConkey for a pickup of 7, but he's short, and that'll bring up a 4th and 4. And the Chargers going to be forced to punt this away. I believe this is the 2nd punt of the day for the Chargers. Yeah, pretty sure it's their 2nd. So J.K. Scott on to punt. 18 punts inside the 20, has 3 touchbacks. This one is away. Tywin Wallace will let this go over his head. What a punt. It checks up and is then down at the 7-yard line. Nice punt for J.K. Scott. Backs the Ravens up deep inside their own territory. And that is where the Ravens will take over with 3:54 to go in the first half. So a great punt there for Scott. As, he sticks it at the 7-yard line. And let's see. How many yards was that punt? Ended up a 47-yard punt to the Baltimore 7-yard line. So a good punt for Scott. Whose first punt was 43, this one 45. So a good punt, backs the Ravens up deep inside their own territory. At their own 7, that is the worst starting field position for either side so far today. But waiting for them to come back from commercial. So 3:54 to go in the second quarter. Chargers up 3. They're back from commercial here. Jackson under center. Henry is the back. Handoff goes to Henry, and Henry up the middle will fight forward for about 4. So a nice first down pickup there. Gaining 4 yards. Actually, they'll give him 5 to make it 2nd and 5. 3.5 minutes to go in the first half. Each team still has all 3 timeouts remaining. Lamar Jackson tonight just 2 of 6 passing, but has 15 rushing yards and a rushing touchdown. Jackson under center. They go I formation. Another handoff to Derrick Henry straight ahead. And Henry falls forward for another 4 yards, actually. This one gains 4. The first down gained 5. The 3rd and 1. Would not be shocked to see them go right back to Henry for the 3rd straight play. Henry tonight 8 carries for 66 yards. The Chargers on the season are outscoring opponents 46-3 in the final 4 minutes of the first half. They do give it right back to Henry, and he's short. Wow. What a stop for this Charger defense. Stopping Derrick Henry on 3rd and 1. Wow, the Ravens have the offense out there to go for it. They don't have to snap this. They can take this all the way to the 2-minute warning, but there's still 20 seconds. They might just see if they can get him to jump. Jackson now shifts into the shotgun. Henry wound up to his right. 2:07 to go. And yeah, they're just going to go to the 2-minute warning here and try to get him to jump, which the Chargers won't do. LA knew what was coming. Apparently they did. I mean, a great stop for this Charger defense. Usually you would expect Derrick Henry to be able to pick up just a yard, but a great job by the Charger defense forcing a stop. And now, despite them winding up to go for it, clearly that was just to see if they can draw them off sides. And I would be shocked to see if they can. If they'll actually go for this, but we'll have to see. But I would not expect it at all. But waiting for them to come back from commercial, it is a 4th and 1 for the Ravens. Ball is on their own 16. 2 minutes to go in the first half. Each team has all 3 timeouts left. And the Ravens get the football to be in the second half. If the Ravens do opt to punt, which is pretty likely, I would say, it would be the second Raven 3 and out of the first half. So still waiting for them to come back from commercial. All right, now they're back from commercial. It's 4th and 1. The Ravens, they're going to go for this. Mark Andrews runs a sneak, and I think he got it. They got to the line quickly. That was an interesting formation. They did go for it, and they're able to convert. Wow. Big call. Aggressive call. They went with like the tush push, but instead of the quarterback, they put Mark Andrews there. And they're able to move the chains. 1st and 10. Jackson pulls this on the option. He slips and is going to get taken down for loss of a yard. D was fooled there. Yeah, interesting formation. I mean, it was Jackson to throw here, 2nd and 12. Jackson underneath finds Justice Hill, and Hill gains 11 to make this 3rd and short. But yeah, the defense was fooled there. They fooled me. I didn't know exactly what they were doing either. I was surprised they were going to go for it. 3rd and 2. Jackson looks to throw. Jackson with time over the middle, that is caught by Zay Flowers. His first catch. Flowers breaks the tackle, space after the catch. Flowers still going across the 40, and Zay Flowers out of bounds to the 48. Nice running there for Zay Flowers after the catch. Nice catch and run, stops the clock with 37 seconds left. And a nice pickup for the Ravens. The middle of the field, you would have to believe, is still open for the Ravens. I mean, all 3 timeouts in just 37 seconds. So, I mean, you can definitely use the middle of the field. Flowers coming into this week's game, 53 catches, 743 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Nice pickup on his first game there. Play clock winding down. They just got the snap off. Jackson to throw. With time, Jackson to the outside. That is a high throw. Incomplete. Now we got a flag that comes in. We have seen Lamar Jackson with some high throws so far today. There's another. We have pass interference here. Let's see. Rashad Bateman was the target. I don't know. I don't love that call, if I'm being honest. I don't love it. It's not really a catchable pass. I mean, he's not interfered with in his ability to catch the ball. I don't love it. 1st and 10 from the 40. Jackson to throw. With time, Jackson steps up in the pocket. Let's one go deep down the field. And that is, oh, it's caught. Plus pass interference in the end zone. Rashad Bateman, what a catch. There's a flag down in the end zone, but it's going to be defensive pass interference. What a throw and catch from Lamar Jackson to Rashad Bateman. Wow. Yeah, what a throw. I'm not really a huge fan of this interference call either. It's going to be declined, obviously, because it's a touchdown. You're not going to take a touchdown off the board to put the ball in the 1 just to score another touchdown. But this is another one. I don't love the call. But the Ravens, they do score a touchdown. I mean, the interference call is irrelevant at this point. And it is now 14-10 as the Ravens take their first win of the game. A great drive down the field. And this is the first time the Chargers have led more than 7 points in the first half of a game. 93-yard drive for the Ravens. I've noticed teams are doing more fake punts before no team would do fake. See, that is true. Fake punts used to be pretty rare. I mean, they're still rare, but not as... You wouldn't see them as much as you today. It's a good point. Chargers running back J.K. Dobbins left the game and is questionable to return with a knee injury. Didn't even know he got hurt. But this is Lamar Jackson's 19th straight game with a passing touchdown. That is the longest streak, or the team's longest streak. I don't know why it just doesn't say longest streak in franchise history. But a great drive there for the Ravens. They convert on 4th down and end up going 8 plays, 93 yards, in exactly 3.5 minutes. Lamar Jackson now 5 of 9 for 89 yards and a touchdown. Also a rushing touchdown and 14 rushing yards. The kick is a touchback and will be brought out to the 30. So let's see. Will the Chargers do anything? The Ravens get the football to begin the second half. But the Chargers, they have 24 seconds and all 3 timeouts. So we'll have to see if they can do anything. And put together a drive, or We'll see how aggressive Jim Harbaugh wants to get. I mean, for me, if I have all 3 timeouts, I'm trying to do something here. They're going to wind up under center. We get a defensive call timeout by the Ravens. Who would you have in the AFC title match if it were tonight? 2 teams and a winner. Um, that's a good question. Um, I could go with Chiefs and Bills. I mean, they're probably the 2 best teams in the AFC right now. But I don't know. That's kind of a boring pick, but out of the Bills, they're playing really well. Just beat the Chiefs. I might say the Chiefs and Bills. I feel like the Chargers could be a sneaky team with their defense. Or the Steelers. I don't know. Get back to that in a second. Herbert off play action, steps up in the pocket, rolls was right. Herbert, he's going to tuck this and run. Go head to the sideline and is out of bounds after a gain of 8. 17 seconds left. Clock is stopped. But if I'd say AFC title game right now, I'd probably go Chiefs Bills with the Bills winning. And then if I do the same for the NFC, I'll get back to that in a second. 2nd and 2 from the 38. Herbert in shotgun. Herbert looks to throw. With time, Herbert steps up in the pocket. Lets one go deep down the field. And he just overthrew Josh Palmer. Brings up 3rd and 2 with 11 seconds to go. Dang, just realized I had Dobbins too. Wow, you've got like half the players on your team in this game. So 3rd and 2, 11 seconds left here in the first half. Herbert looks to throw. Herbert to the outside. High throw, but hold in. And that is a catch. Out of bounds. 7 seconds left. I mean, the Chargers don't really need to use the sidelines right now. They have all 3 timeouts. There's 7 seconds left. The ball for the Chargers on their own 49. Cameron Dicker, a career long of 59 yards. So probably don't have to go too much longer to get into field goal range. Let's see, 59 yards. That'd be roughly another 9, 10 yards. They'll probably give him a chance. But going back to if I had to do the same thing for the NFC, I would definitely put the Lions in the NFC Championship game. I think they're winning the Super Bowl. And it's against either the Eagles, Vikings, or Packers. I would probably say the Eagles just because they've won 7 straight and look really good. But I could easily see the Vikings or Packers there as well. So 1st and 10, 7 seconds left. Herbert looks to throw. Herbert zips one over the middle, caught. There's a timeout for the Chargers. Josh Palmer to the 34, and they're going to have a chance to kick a field goal. Nice play. It's a quick completion, and it's not even a 5-yard gain. This is a nice chunk play. This is about 16, 17 yards. Nice throw and catch from Herbert to Josh Palmer. And here comes Cameron Dicker for a field goal to cut this to a 1-point game. It's going to be a 52-yarder. Ravens do have a timeout. From the center of the field, 52 yards. and the Ravens do call their third and final timeout. You're not calling Mahomes winning the Super Bowl this year, huh? I mean, you can never count him out. I mean, I would like to pick somebody different, but it's. I mean, there's obviously a very good chance that happening again. You can never count out the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes, but I think we could very well see somebody else. We've never seen a team win 3 Super Bowls in a row, and yeah, I would pick somebody else as of now, but I mean that could change. Also, I mean the Chiefs, they haven't looked great in the last couple of games. Barely beating the Panthers yesterday, lost to the Bills last week. Yeah, I got the Lions winning the Super Bowl from this point. The kick for Cameron Dicker is right down the middle. Wow, he drilled that. 52 yards as the first half comes to a close, and they cut it to a 1 point game. So the Ravens lead 14-13 as we reach halftime. Ravens also get the football to begin the second half. You said Detroit, yeah. I'd take the Lions to win the Super Bowl if I had to pick right now. What? We reach halftime. I'm going to go take a quick break as I do at halftime for every game I stream. I'll be back in a couple minutes. Alright, I'm back. Thank you guys for staying with me as I took a quick break. But the Ravens lead the Chargers by a score of 14-13 at the half. A very good first half. Very even. Obviously, 1 point game at the break. Did I move my mic back, or was it back there the entire time? There's no way I had my mic back there the entire time. Hold on, I gotta rewatch this back. No, I pushed it back. Okay. I thought I was going crazy for a second. I never push my mic back, so that's weird. But the Ravens they lead this one 14-13 at the half. A very even first half. Obviously a 1 point game. Chargers with a long field goal to cut it to 1. But a great first half, and I think that'll continue throughout the second half. I originally said the Chargers win this game by a score of 30-24, and I think we're going to see something very similar. Maybe we'll go the Chargers by a score of. We'll go 30 to. I don't know, 30-27, 30-28. I think it's going to be very similar to that range. I think the Ravens might score a little bit more than 24, but it's been a great game so far. I think that continues. And updated score prediction originally said 30-24. We'll go 30-27 updated score prediction, but I think it'll be pretty similar. But going over stats from the first half, beginning with player stats for the Ravens, Lamar Jackson is 5 of 9 for 89 yards, a touchdown, no interceptions, has not been sacked. Rushing for the Ravens, Derrick Henry ran the ball well in the first half, 9 carries, 66 yards, that's 7.3 a carry. Lamar Jackson, 3 carries for 14 yards and a touchdown. Justice Hill a carry for 5, and Mark Andrews a carry for 2 on a quarterback sneak. Then receiving for the Ravens, Rashad Bateman, 1 catch, 40 yards and a touchdown. Zay Flowers, 1 catch, 22 yards. Mark Andrews, 2 for 18. Justice Hill, 1 for 9. And Deontay Johnson was targeted but did not come away with the catch. Deontay Johnson's actually a player. He's kind of frustrated with his role with the Ravens after they traded for him at the trade deadline. In games with the Ravens, he's played 3 of them, caught 1 pass for 6 yards, been targeted 4 times, not including today. When you include today, he still caught 1 pass, but now he's been targeted the 5th time. But going over stats for the Chargers, Justin Herbert, 13 of 18 for 129, no touchdowns, no picks, was sacked 1 time for loss of 3 yards. Rushing for the Chargers, J.K. Dobbins, 6 carries for 40 yards, although he's questionable to return with a knee injury. Gus Edwards, 6 carries, 19 yards. Justin Herbert, 3 carries for 17 yards and a touchdown. And receiving for the Chargers, Ladd McConkey had a big game last week. Continued to really break out as a go-to receiver for this Charger offense. He's got 4 catches for 41 yards. Will Dissly has 2 for 27. Same thing for Josh Palmer. J.K. Dobbins, 3 for 19. Jalen Reagor, 1 for 11. Darius Davis, 2 for 4. And Quentin Johnston was targeted once, but did not come away with the catch. Team stats in the first half. First downs, the Chargers have 11, Ravens at 10. Chargers outgaining the Ravens 202 to 176, although the Ravens at more yards per play at 7.7 to 5.9. Chargers outpassing the Ravens 126 to 89, although the Ravens slightly outrushing the Chargers at 87 to 76. Each team 1 touchdown and 1 red zone trip. 3 penalties, 45 yards against the Ravens, 4 for 37 against the Chargers. No turnovers in the first half, and time possession 18-40 for the Chargers compared to 11-20 for the Ravens. But a very even first half of football. I think that will continue, and I sure hope it continues. It's been a great game so far. But let's go over some scores from around the NFL this week. Thursday, the Browns beat the Steelers 24-19 in the snow. The Bucks beat the Giants 30-7. The Vikings beat the Bears in overtime 30-27. Lions have now won 9 in a row after their 24-6 win over the Colts. The Dolphins won 34-15 over the Patriots. Cowboys beat the Commanders in a wild game, especially fourth quarter, 34-26. The Chiefs beat the Panthers 30-27 on a walk-off field goal. Titans upset the Texans, winning 32-27. That was big for the Giants in terms of helping them in the draft. The Broncos beat the Raiders 29-19. Packers destroyed the 49ers 38-10. Seahawks beat the Cardinals 16-6. And then last night, the Eagles destroyed the Rams 37-20. But speaking of the current draft order, Titans winning yesterday helped out the Giants big time. The Giants now sitting at the second pick. Obviously, I am a Giants fan, for those of you who don't know that. We've got 3 2-win teams, the Jaguars, Giants, and Raiders. Jaguars have the first pick, Giants at the second, Raiders at the third pick right now. And I'm actually feeling pretty good about the Giants from a draft pick perspective. They really only have one winnable game left on their schedule, which is next week against the Cowboys, or actually Thursday, so in a couple days. But that's the only game I'm worried about the Giants could potentially win, but they're pretty bad, so. And the Cowboys just beat the Commanders, although the Commanders not playing that well, but I do worry the Giants could potentially beat the Cowboys, but you look at the rest of their schedule, it's not good for the Giants in terms of winning games. I mean, the Saints, actually, that's a winnable game as well. But then they play the Ravens, they're going to lose by 50. They play the Falcons, Colts, and then the Eagles in Week 18 could be winnable if the Eagles are resting starters. But hopefully the Giants don't win again for the rest of the season. Let's see. How soon does the second half start? Should be soon, right? Not sure, but I'm just going to get the scoreboard ready for the second half, so we're ready to go when the second half does start. The Ravens have got the football to begin the second half up by 1. Chargers, it's their first time allowing more than 7 points in the first half this season, as the Ravens double that and score 14. Alright, yeah, now they're back from commercial. The second half is set to begin within the next couple of minutes. We'll have to see if J.K. Dobbins is back on the field for the Chargers, left with a knee injury. And was questionable to return. But the Ravens get the football to begin the second half. Up 14-13, a couple of touchdowns for Lamar Jackson. One through the air, one on the ground. And Jackson and the Ravens offense get the football first here in the second half. Hold on 1 second. But the kick is away as we begin the second half. It will. Oh, it's bobbled, and now they're just taking knee in the end zone. It looks like whoever the returner is, not sure who it is, but he was prepared to take it out. But he bobbles in the end zone, ends up dropping it, and just takes a knee. So Jackson and the Ravens offense onto the field. They'll begin at their own 30 after the kick was a touchback. Jackson under center, Henry is the back. He had a big first half with 66 rushing yards and just 9 carries. Oh, what happened? Oh, I thought I just screamed with black for a second. But handoff to Henry for a gain of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. So 2nd and 7. Empty backfield for Jackson. Justice Hill motions, and they'll throw a screen out to him. Hill gets a couple blocks on the outside, but he's taken down for a loss of 2. Nice play made by this Charger defense, and the Ravens with a 3rd and 9 upcoming. A quick 3rd down here in the 3rd quarter. Mark Andrews kind of whiffed on his block, allowing the linebacker to get through and make a tackle for loss. 3rd and 9. Jackson looks to throw, looking right. Jackson checks down to Mark Andrews, and Andrews gets a 1st down after the catch. Nice job by Mark Andrews gaining 10, and enough for a Raven 1st down. Didn't look great for the Ravens between the pressure and then Lamar Jackson being able to get it to Andrews, who had defenders in front of him, able to force a missed tackle and get enough for a 1st down. Nice play by Mark Andrews after the catch. Andrews tonight, 3 catches for 29 yards. 1st and 10, they go I formation. Handoff goes to Henry up the middle, and Derrick Henry gains 3 up to the 45. The Ravens' first half offense, on their first 2 drives, they went 8 plays, 20 yards. Their last 2 drives went 15 plays for 156 yards and 2 touchdowns. Their offense started to find it late in the first half. Here they've got a 2nd and 7 from their own 45. Under center, Henry is the back. Handoff goes to Henry. He's taken down for a loss of 3. A big loss there. Henry with nowhere to run loses 3. And it's 3rd and 13. Now the Ravens did just have a 3rd and long at 3rd and 9. Not quite 3rd and 13. But they had a 3rd and long. And were able to convert. Let's see what they can do here on 3rd and 13. Actually, oh, it's only 3rd and 10. Alright, never mind. Charged opponents 0 for their last 31 and 3rd and at least 10 yards. 3rd and 10, Jackson to throw. Jackson rolling to his right, escaping the rush. Jackson on the run, throws it downfield. That is caught for a 1st down by Zay Flowers. Really nice play. Lamar Jackson doing what Lamar Jackson does. Rolling to his right, and while running full speed, delivers an accurate throw down the field. To Zay Flowers, makes a nice catch, keeping his feet in bounds. A gain of 25 yards. And that's the first 3rd down conversion allowed by this Charger defense where it was 3rd and at least 10 in the last 31 tries. Flowers now 2 catches for 47 yards. Off play action, Jackson looks to throw. Has time, steps up the pocket. Jackson is going to throw one Down the field into the end zone. Oh, almost intercepted. Flowers was the target. It's 2nd and 10. After the incompletion. Ravens lucky to still have the ball here. So 2nd and 10. Jackson in shotgun from the 33. Jackson looks to throw. And now Jackson's going to tuck it and run. And he's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage, losing a yard. Derwin James with the tackle for Walsh on the safety blitz. And it brings up 3rd and 11. So 3rd and 10. Ball on the 33. Jackson shotgun back on to his right. Here comes a Charger blitz. Jackson gets rid of it underneath, caught by Zay Flowers. And Flowers spinning his way to the 27, but he's taken down about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And that brings up 4th down. Bucks mark at 4th and 4. So Justin Tucker will attempt a field goal here. He has not quite been himself so far this season, with several misses. This will be a 45-yard attempt from the ball on the right hash. And the kick for Tucker is on the way, and he got this one. Tucker from 45 yards away is good. And it is 17-13. So Tucker hits his first field goal try of the day. But Justin Tucker in the season not having the year we're used to seeing someone like Justin Tucker have. So let me find his stats. Justin Tucker making 72% of his field goals, 97% of his extra points. On the season, he's 16 of 22 on field goals, and 38 of 39 on extra points. This season, on field goals of at least 50 yards, he's 3 of 7. Last year, he went just 1 for 5. Here, let me do some math real quick. Oh, hold on. Justin Tucker, obviously known to have a huge leg, hit the 66-yarder, which is the NFL record a few years ago in 2021. But to put this into perspective for Justin Tucker, on 50-plus yard field goals, he's 3 of 7 this year. And went 1 of 5 last year, 9 of 14 the year before. Hold on. But he is just 13. That can't be right. He's 13 for 26 from at least 50 over the past 3 seasons. That's 50%. Whereas in the first, what would that be? 11 years of his career, he went 48 for, hold on, let me do this math again. For 114 Oh, hold on, I messed this up. Oh, 48 for 66, I think it is. I don't know, I messed up the math, but hasn't quite been as good as he once was. But the Chargers, they take over the possession. The ball on their own 30, kick was a touchback. Herbert under center, I formation. Edwards is the back. Herbert off play action with plenty of time. We'll just throw this into the flat. We'll find his tight end, and we'll gain 6. So we'll have to see if J.K. Dobbins is good to go or not in the second half. He's been questionable to return with a knee injury he suffered late in the first half. So second down and 3. Herbert under center, hands off. Gus Edwards gets it running left, and Edwards taken down for a loss. Edwards goes backwards to make it 3rd and 4. And a great play there for the Raven defense. This is very good Raven run defense. Didn't have the greatest first half for a run defense that good, allowing almost their season average per game in the first half. But 3rd and 5 there, so a loss of they mark 2. 3rd and 5, Herbert in shotgun, Ravens rush 4. Herbert throws downfield that is caught for a first down. Josh Palmer makes the catch. He gains 11, and the Chargers move the chains. But going back to what I was saying about the running of the ball for the Chargers, Ravens are allowing 77 rushing yards per game. They've already allowed 74 in the game tonight. So 1st and 10 from the 46. Herbert hands off. Hassan Haskins gets it straight ahead, and Haskins gains 3. So, I mean, I would assume that means J.K. Dobbins probably isn't good to go yet or won't be. But, well, because Hassan Haskins, not a guy who usually gets a ton of playing time, although Jim Harbaugh does have an obsession with using him because he was also with him at Michigan. 2nd and 7. Herbert in shotgun, back on to his left. Herbert off play action, looks to throw. Herbert steps up the pocket, gonna break a tackle. Herbert's still on his feet, then taken down after a gain of 5. There is a flag down. This is gonna come back to hold against Chargers center. Another former Raven on this team, Bradley Bozeman. A lot of former Ravens on this Charger team. I didn't realize that, but there is. So 2nd and 17 after the penalty. From their own 39, Herbert will look to throw. Ravens rush 4. Herbert downfield to the outside. That is call out. Tight coverage, but Jalen Reagor able to hold on. Up to the 48-yard line to make it 3rd and 8. Nice pickup there for the Chargers. Tight coverage from Nate Wiggins, but Reagor catches a very well thrown pass from Justin Herbert. 3rd and 8. Chargers 4 of 8 on 3rd down today. Could be 4 down territory depending on how much they get. Ball's on their own 48. First down will be at the Raven 44. Herbert with a free rusher coming at him. Herbert downfield. Oh, what a play by Justin Herbert. He finds Ladd McConkey to the 33. What a play. Nate Wiggins was a free rusher right at Justin Herbert, but he steps up in the pocket. Well, what a play. Steps up in the pocket and with his completely uneven makes an accurate throw to Ladd McConkey downfield. Really nice play. So 1st and 10 from the 33 after a nice play on 3rd down. Herbert to throw with time. Herbert steps up in the pocket. Herbert is going to slide about a yard short of the line of scrimmage. So he'll end up losing a yard, but I think most people would rather him slide than take the hit. So 2nd down and 11 from the 34. McConkey in motion across the formation. Ravens bring a blitz. Herbert pressures, tries to set up the screen, but unable to do so. Edwards was the target. It's 3rd and 11. Marlon Humphrey was the free rusher headed at Justin Herbert. They brought everybody there. And the screen wouldn't have really worked either because the Ravens read that perfectly. So 3rd and 11 from the 34. So they are in field goal range. You don't want to take a sack here for Justin Herbert. Ravens send 4. Herbert to the outside, long throw out of bounds. So it's 4th and 11. And the Ravens will force the Chargers to settle for 3. Cameron Dicker on for his 3rd field goal is made from 42 and 52. This one from 52 yards again. Headed the opposite direction. And the kick is on the way. It's on line, and it has enough distance. It is up and good. The second 52-yard field goal of the day for Cameron Dicker. And the Ravens now lead this one 17-16. We're back to it being a 1-point game. So 17-16. It's been a tight game. No team led by more than 7. Which is the Chargers' biggest lead. The Ravens' biggest lead is 4. So waiting for them to come back from commercial. So still waiting for them to come back from commercial. 3:08 to go in the 3rd quarter. Wow, this has been a quick 3rd quarter. I just imagine that? Or is this 3rd quarter fast? It's been about 20 minutes. I don't know. Is that fast for a quarter? I don't know. It just seems like this 3rd quarter is flying by already. 4:08 to go in the 3rd. Unless the next 4 minutes are going to go by in the the pace of a snail. This feels like this third quarter is going pretty fast. Kick here is a touchback and will come out to the 30. So that is where the Ravens will take over, up by 1. So 1st and 10, 4:08 to go in the third quarter. Ravens up 1 with the football on their own 30. Jackson under center, Henry the back. Tight formation here for the Ravens. Riker, the fullback, comes in motion. Jackson pressured, escapes the defender. Jackson then throws underneath and is caught by Mark Andrews. Well, actually, that's Charlie Kohler. What a play for Lamar Jackson. They gained just 5 yards, but Jackson could have easily lost about 7 to 8 yards on that play. But what a job making that defensive tackle miss. Wow. That's Lamar Jackson for you. Jackson tonight, not overly impressive numbers, but he's played pretty well. 2nd and 4, handoff goes to Derrick Henry straight ahead for a gain of 3. And that brings up 3rd and 1 from the 39. Good job, young man. Love your dedication. Thank you. I appreciate that. 3rd and 1. Jackson pulls this in the option, cuts inside, and is I don't know. He's awfully close. The spin inside may have cost him a first down. They're gonna mark him short, so it's gonna be 4th and 1. Let's see. What's the decision here for John Harbaugh? The Ravens went for it on 4th down from like their 16. Late in the first half, Khalil Mack with a great tackle on Lamar Jackson, keeping him short. The Ravens will line up to go for it. Jackson under center, gonna hand off to Henry straight ahead. He's got a first down. Derrick Henry still going inside the 50. Henry spinning his way, still on his feet, eventually taken down to the 34. And a great run there for Derrick Henry. Easily able to pick up the first down and a lot more, as the Ravens are now 2 for 2 on 4th down conversions. If they go for it again, that's nuts. Yeah, they did, and I mean, big play this time. That's now 2 times John Harbaugh has decided to go for it from inside his own territory. This one's understandable at your own pretty much 40, but the first one was insane at its own 16. Derrick Henry, 57 yards on tonight after contact. Just a handoff to Justice Hill running right. He'll gain 3, but a flag comes in. The King is bringing it tonight. Yeah, Derrick Henry having a huge game. 99 rushing yards, 57 of them after contact. We got a hold here that'll back him up 10. That 4th down run for Derrick Henry was 27 yards. And Henry averaging 7.1 yards a carry, 14 for 99. Henry scored a touchdown in every game so far this season. Hasn't gotten the end zone yet today. We'll have to see if he can keep his touchdown streak alive. 1st and 19, Jackson throws to the outside, and it's caught by Tylan Wallace. And Wallace spins his way to the 28 before he's slammed down. Bruin has picked up there about 15 yards, and that brings up 2nd and 4. Minute 20 to go here in the third quarter. So it's 2nd and 4. Jackson under center. Henry is the back. From the 28, Jackson hands off to Derrick Henry, and Henry taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not much space to run. And that brings up 3rd and 4. The 3rd and 4 could very well be the final play of the third quarter. 15 seconds left. Jackson under center. Flowers in motion. Jackson off play action. Pressure. Dumps this underneath. Caught by Bateman. Oh, he fumbled. Hold on. They say he's down. This is. Let's see. They're going to mark him short. The ball definitely came out after he was on the ground. As he tries to extend the ball, here's a good look at it. Yeah, it's about half a yard short. Good call. Big play right here, yeah. And I'm coming up about half a yard short. And again, it's decision time for John Harbaugh. Do you want to go for this on 4th and about less than a yard? Or are you going to settle for 3 and go up by 4? I mean, I'd probably expect him to go for it again. It's going to be 4th and 1. He'll go for it with the king. Yeah, I would too. I mean, if he's going to go for it on 4th and 1 from your own 16 and your own 39, I mean, I would be pretty surprised if he doesn't go for it here. And I mean, obviously, when you can always just turn around and hand off straight to Derrick Henry, makes things a lot easier of a decision as well. And the threat of Lamar on the edge. Yeah, that's a good point as well. It's just so hard to stop this Ravens offense because you got Derrick Henry you got Derrick Henry who can just run you over. You got Lamar Jackson, his threat of running it, and then if you come stack the box to stop the run, they got weapons on the outside like Zay Flowers. They got some good tight ends as well, and Lamar Jackson can easily just find them. Big reason why the Ravens are so successful offensively. I mean, they're the second highest scoring offense in the NFL for a reason. There's so many different options for them. So we start the fourth quarter here. 17-16 Ravens lead. Ravens play 4th and 1. They will go for this. Jackson turns around, hands off to Derrick Henry. He has a first down. Gets driven backwards, but forward progress will give him enough to move the chains. And they get it to the 23. And the Ravens now 3 for 3 on 4th down. Chargers have also converted on 4th down. They're 1 for 1. So I haven't seen a failed 4th down try yet today. It's the Ravens with another successful conversion, 3 for 3. Henry over 100 yards rushing after that one. He's now got 16 for 101. Jackson quick throw outside, caught by Zay. Flowers gets a block, and Flowers gains 4. Make a 2nd and 6. Ravens putting together a good drive here. Obviously helped out with a couple 4th down conversions. But a good drive with the ball inside the red zone. On the 19. Hand off to Derrick Henry straight ahead. Henry breaking tackle and to the 10-yard line. Another good run for Derrick Henry. Gains 9 and sets the Ravens up first and goal. Ravens 1 for 1 in the red zone so far today, as are the Chargers. Let's see what the Ravens do this time around. So first and goal from the 10. Jackson under center. Another handoff to Henry straight ahead, and Henry tripped up after getting a 4. Oh man, I was just about to check something. What was it now? Don't remember. Don't remember it. I'll get to your comment in a second. Second and goal from the 6. Jackson in shotgun will look to throw. Jackson with time. Rolls to his right. Jackson now pressured. Going to roll out to his left now. Jackson directs traffic, throws to the end zone, knocked down, incomplete. Brings up third and goal. Chargers defense has done a good job of keeping this game close. Lamar's double threat ability to run or throw dimes is tough to defend. Plus, when you have the king to hand it off to dangerous combo, and then I combine that with your next comment. Great commentary, thank you. But yeah, it's very dangerous. Ravens offense, but yeah, the Chargers they've done a really good job. One of the best defenses in the NFL. Third and goal. Jackson in shotgun. Look to throw. Chargers bring a blitz. Jackson sidearms one to the end zone. Call for a touchdown by Mark Ant. No, incomplete. Wow, how is that incomplete? Did he bobble? How is this incomplete? Now it's a touchdown. After the officials discussed this, it is a touchdown. I don't know how they initially called that incomplete. Here's a look at it. Jackson. Now, Andrews. Oh, he bobbled this, but regains possession. 1-2. Yep, that's. Yeah, that's definitely a catch. But a touchdown there for the Ravens extends it to a 7-point game. The extra point will make it an 8-point game to make it a touchdown and 2-point conversion will tie. But a nice throw and catch from Jackson to Andrews. Oh, wow, they're gonna go for 2 and get aggressive here. Jackson design roll right. Jackson looking. Jackson look left. Throws to the end zone off the hands of Zay Flowers. And incomplete. And the 2-point attempt is no good, so it'll stay a 7-point game. Interesting call there for John Harbaugh to go for 2. I mean, I understand that you want to try to make it a 2-score game and go up 9. But I mean, I think I would just take my chances up 8 there. And hope you can stop touchdown or potential 2-point conversion. Yeah, this has been a great game. But the game stays a 7-point game. It is 23-16. They're playing the analytics, but I like your strategy of going up 8. Yeah. I mean, I don't mind. I don't hate going for 2 to try to make it a 2-score game, but I think I would just go up 8 in that situation. But that drive, 14 plays, 70 yards, 6:36 off the clock. And the Ravens into the end zone to extend this to a 7-point game. That was a clear touchdown, but didn't like the 2-point call. I would agree. Lamar Jackson now with 3 touchdowns on the day, 2 passing, 1 rushing. He's thrown for 163 and 2 touchdowns. Has run for 14 yards and another touchdown. Wow, this is crazy. Lamar Jackson getting outrushed by Justin Herbert. Herbert has 17 yards on 3 carries. He's also gotten in the end zone. and Jackson with 4 carries for 14 yards. Ref said to Andrews, "You're out of bounds on that touchdown catch." He said, "Dude, what are you looking at? You're right there." At least they got it right at the end. Yeah, I mean that was crazy. The ref was kind of in a tough spot. I guess once he bobbled it, couldn't exactly tell where he came down, but yeah, it is good they got it right at the end. 10% chance of winning in fantasy. Ooh, yikes. Yeah, I think I won. Actually, I know I won my match this week. I my opponent apparently isn't active anymore, so he's got like 5 players because half his team's on a bye. So yeah, I ended up winning. Kick here is a touchback and will come out to the 30 as Davis takes a knee in the end zone. A great call out on the Herbert Lamar rushing stats. So thanks. Really, another commercial? We saw the kickoff. We had a commercial, the kickoff, and a replay of the 2-point conversion, and now another commercial. Weeks 12 and 14 are brutal for fantasy buys. Yeah. Yeah, what was it? 6 teams on a bye this week? Yeah, Falcons, Bills, Bengals, Saints, Jets, and Jaguars. Next week we've got actually nobody on a bye, which I mean it makes sense because they need to have enough games for Sunday when you factor in the 3 games that are on Thursday, plus the Black Friday game. And then in week 14, there is another 6 teams in a bye, those being the Broncos, Colts, Patriots, Commanders, Ravens, and Texans. And then that is the last week of buys. This young man is natural. We might be seeing on a national broadcast in a few years. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. Just saw update. J.K. Dobbins now officially out for the rest of the game. Oh wow, thanks. I just saw that now as well. But thanks for the update. Now out with a knee injury. Hopefully, it's not something serious for J.K. Dobbins. You had Dobbins. Oh, that's annoying. So 1st and 10 from the 30. Herbert under center. Herbert fakes the toss to Edwards. Now, well, oh, that was almost a backwards pass. Edwards makes the catch. That may have been a backwards pass as Herbert tries to check down to him. Could have been a disaster. Wow, what a catch by Gus Edwards. But 2nd and 17. Herbert in shotgun. A disastrous start to the drive. Loss of 7. Herbert off play action. Looks to throw. Herbert with plenty of time. Underneath that is caught by the tight end Disway. Makes a couple of men miss. And we'll get up to the 34. So it'll be a 3rd and about 6 for the Chargers with 11:30 to go in the 4th quarter. If he was killing it in the first half. Yeah, Dobbins, he had a great first half. He had 5 rushing touchdowns in his last 4 games coming into the day. I remember they said that before. He had 6 carries for 40 yards, as well as 3 catches for 19 yards. 3rd and 6. Herbert looks to throw. Has time. Herbert rolls to his right. On the run will throw down the field. That is incomplete. We got a flag that comes in. Multiple. Josh Palmer, the intended target. Definitely interference there. Yeah, this is definitely interference. Oh, wow. We got fouls by both teams. Obviously, we have the defensive pass interference. We have holding against the Chargers, which is going to offset the penalties and make it 3rd down again. So it's 3rd and 6. Edwards should have dropped that by catching it. He went backwards 6 yards. Yeah, the only thing with that is that may have been a backwards pass, so he might have had to catch that because otherwise. Then it would have been a fumble with either the chance for the Ravens to scoop it up or just go out of bounds. Let's see. Yeah, it does. It is marked as a fumble or a backwards pass, a lateral. 3rd and 6. Herbert in shotgun, 3 receivers to his right. Herbert looks to throw. Given time, Herbert underneath that is. Oh, it's dropped by Quentin Johnston. Johnston drops it, although he had plenty of space after the catch and had a sure first down. But it's a big drop off his hands, and the Chargers forced a punt. How do you not catch that? That's a great question. Johnston has not caught a pass today. No catches on 2 targets. Oh, I just realized never changed the ball marker back to the Chargers. Anyway, the Ravens getting it. So 4th and 6, the Chargers forced to punt it away. Wallace will let this bounce out of bounds. It actually lands out of bounds. And apparently don't know where the ball is spotted, so they're not going to show it. Let's see. Where is this punt going to be? Probably somewhere around the 30, between the 35 and 40, I would guess, depending on where it went out of bounds. It's a 37-yard punt out of bounds at the Baltimore 29. Okay. So not a great punt, but not terrible either, I guess. Both LA teams could lose at home on primetime. Yeah, that is true. I mean, at least the Chargers putting up a fight against the Ravens. The Rams were kind of terrible last night. I mean, this one's still a very close game. 23-16, 10:45 to go in the 4th quarter. Been a great back and forth game. I was more focused on Rex, so he took his eyes off the last second. Oh, yeah. Definitely what happened there. Had a lot of space after the catch. Great commentary tonight. Got a new sub. Keep it up. Thank you. I will. Greatly appreciate that. So 10:45 to go in the 4th quarter. Ravens up 7, 23-16. Chargers went 3 and out on that drive. That was the first drive today. They did not pick up a first down. Hold on. All right. Now they're back from commercial. You should broadcast the Super Bowl. Well, I will do a stream like this for it. Obviously. Second and 10, Jackson. Or sorry, first and 10, Jackson got his caught by Andrews, and he is going to be wrapped up by Derwin James. Gain of 9 to make it second down and 1. Mark Andrews hasn't been great this season, but having a good game today. Got in the end zone and has 5 catches for 44 yards and a touchdown. Not sure if that includes that catch or not. No, it doesn't. So then it would be 6 for both the people. 53. Handoff goes to Henry. He is going to run into his lineman and go nowhere. It's going to be very close to see if he gets a first down or not. Spot looks like it comes in about half a yard short. So it's going to be 3rd and 1. Eagles Ravens next week. Yeah, that'll be a good one. 3rd and 1. Jackson under center. Hands off to Derrick Henry. Tries to bounce outside. Stiff arms the guy. Stiff arms another, and Derrick Henry turns the corner. Wow, what a run for Derrick Henry. 2 big stiff arms allow him to turn the corner and pick up the first down. Henry tonight, 20 carries, 119 yards, 74 of his yards after contact. Jackson keeps this on the option, turns up the middle, and picks up 3. Make it 2nd and 7 from the 44. So 2nd and 8, 8:15 to go in the 4th quarter. Isaiah Likely in motion. He's been quiet today. Jackson, quick throw, low throw, hauled in by Zay Flowers. And Flowers picks up 5. So 3rd and 2 from the 49. They have to get from one 49 to the other for a first down. Jackson hands off. Justice Hill gets it, bounces outside, slips the tackle. Hill still on his feet. Justice Hill off to the races. Hill inside the 20. Hill inside the 10. He is going to score. Justice Hill with a big touchdown for the Ravens, extends the lead. Justice Hill puts the Ravens up by 2 scores, a 51-yard touchdown. Caps off a 6-play, 72-yard drive. 3:21 off the clock. A big touchdown for Justice Hill and the Ravens. Makes it a 2-score game. And that is a huge touchdown. Safety Lowy Gilman is down on the field for the Chargers. So hopefully he's okay. It's a great play for Justice Hill. He bounces outside and then goes untouched into the end zone. As he gets a block on the outside from Zay Flowers, and then nobody else is left. Game over, probably. I mean, up by 14 right now. Very good chance that could do it. A big touchdown for Justice Hill. A career-long 51-yard touchdown for Justice Hill. And here is... Actually, once Gilman slowly walks off the field, Justin Tucker's extra point. I mean, we still got half the fourth quarter to go, 7:24, and the Ravens do have a habit of blowing leads, but they're looking good right now. Tucker's extra point. And he's up and good. So 30-16. The Ravens lead the Chargers. Good call on the touchdown. Thanks. But there's still time left in this game. 7:24 to go. Ravens up 30-16. Chargers defense now has 30 points for the first time this season. And they allowed 27 last week, which was a season high. And now this 30 points against becomes a season high. First time the Chargers have allowed at least 30 since week 15 of last season, where they actually allowed 63 to the Raiders. It's so crazy the difference between last year's Chargers and this year's Chargers. I mean, very talented team last year, just couldn't put it all together. Big problem, obviously now we see the problem's gone, Brandon Staley. So still waiting for them to come back from commercial. Chargers down by 14, getting the football. So Tucker kicks off. Darius Davis from the goal line will bring this out. Davis on the return. He's got some space off the middle of the field. Darius Davis to the outside. Davis across the 40. Looks for a cutback lane. Won't find one. Out of bounds to the 45. But a big return there for Darius Davis. And maybe that could be the start of something here for the Chargers. Texas A&M next week. Watch along for that. Yeah, I will be doing a stream for that game. It's crazy to think that the Texas A&M lost to Auburn, who's like not good, yet they still will have in the playoff race because if they win the conference, which is doable. Herbert throws to the outside, back shoulder. Oh, what a throw and catch! pass interference penalty comes in as well. Or yeah, that's what you would assume it is. Flag right there. What a throw and catch from Herbert to McConkey. We'll have to see if it stands now. Well, I don't know if he got his second foot down. They do call pass interference against the Ravens. The penalty declined, so they take the result of the play. They do say he got a foot down, but it's very close. But yeah, Texas A&M, they lost to Auburn in overtime because somebody forgot how to catch. But then the crazy thing is, they realistically still could make the college football playoff. I mean, you have to beat Texas and Georgia in back-to-back weeks. No easy task. But if they beat Texas, then they'll go to the SEC championship game. But and if they beat Georgia, they'll get into the playoff at 10-3, or yeah, 10-3. So after the officials discuss this, they say it's incomplete, but the penalty giving them first down. Herbert going deep, incomplete. Palmer, the intended target, threw it a little too far to the outside. Brings up 2nd and 10 with 7:05 to go. So 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Herbert in shotgun from the 40. Herbert pressure. Oh, he's taken down for a sack. Ball comes out. Herbert's able to get it back. Flag is down. Let's see what this flag is going to be. Herbert lost the ball on the hit. Was able to get it back, though. Kyle Van Noy with the sack. And let's see what the penalty is. It's a hold against the Chargers that backs him up. So 3rd and 18. Herbert, with time, launches way downfield. Herbert towards the end zone, incomplete. Another flag. Brandon Stevens in coverage. Josh Palmer is the target. I don't know. We'll have to see about this one. Palmer really misplayed this. He stops short and jumps for it, but if he keeps running, he's in a much better position to potentially catch this pass. Let's see. Wow, there is no foul for pass interference, and it's 4th down. Yeah, it's a good no call. I mean, Palmer plays this terribly. He jumps at the 7-yard line, but unless he's 10 feet tall, he's not going to catch that. So 4th and 18. After the incompletion, the Chargers forced to punt. The punt will bounce to the 9-yard line before it's down. So nice punt there for J.K. Scott. Wait, was that a hold? No, it wasn't. They were going to call pass interference. They threw a flag for it, but then they picked it up, saying I think it was an uncatchable pass. But I mean, I don't think that should. There was enough there for pass interference call in the first place. But they ended up picking up the flag. So no, there wasn't a hold. You meant to say, did you think that was a hold? Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think there was enough there. I mean, he has the opportunity to jump and make a play on that ball. He just opted to do it at the worst possible time and jump way too early. Not too early, but just misplay it. But I I don't think that should have been a call, a penalty. But the Ravens, 6:31 to go. They get the football backed up at their own 9-yard line. We'll have to see what they can do here. Sometimes you just gotta let the players play. Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, there wasn't even a ton of contact there either. Like, there was definitely, like, it was both ways. So, I mean, you gotta let that one go. So, still waiting for them to come back from commercial. Ravens with the ball on their own 9-yard line after a good punt. And they go back to that potential interference call. I think that was a great no call. Or a good decision to pick up the flag. Henry gets the carry here running left, and he powers his way ahead for 5 yards. Up to the 14. Second half rushing yards, the Chargers have -6, Ravens have 112. So 2nd and 5 from the 14. Jackson under center, play clock winding down. They get the snap off with the second left, and Henry gets the carry again, and he is going to spin his way for another 4 yards to make it 3rd and 1. This is very similar to what we saw on the drive right before halftime for the Ravens, where they went for it on 4th and 1 from like their 16. They started off with a 5-yard run with Henry, then a 4-yard run with Henry. Then it's 3rd and 1. They ran the ball with Derrick Henry, got stuffed, and then they went for it on 4th down. This is a 3rd and 1. Henry is the back. Jackson under center. They go I formation from the 19. Sorry, from the 18. Again, they go with Derrick Henry. This time he's got a 1st down. Henry gains 6 and enough to move the chains. The Ravens offense this season, they're top 3 in the NFL in scoring, total offense, yards per rush, yards per pass attempt, red zone touchdown percentage, explosive plays, and 3rd down conversion. The only team in the last 25 seasons to finish top 3 in all those categories, the 2000-2001 Rams. So 1st and 10, handoff goes to Derrick Henry up the middle, and Henry gains 7. Actually, give him 6. Derrick Henry in his career, averaging 2.5 yards per rush after contact. That is most in the NFL since 2016. And he has 5,255 yards after contact in his career, which is also most since 2016. Tonight, Henry, 24 carries, 140 yards. 84 of his 140 have come after contact. So 2nd and 4 from the 30. Jackson under center. Justice Hill no in his running back. Hill gets it straight ahead, and Hill gains 3.5. We got a flag down. Back him up 5 against center Tyler Winderbaum. Wait, Chargers have -6 rush yards this half. Yeah, they have not been good running the football here in the second half. I mean, apparently the J.K. Dobbins loss really hurt them. But I mean, this is also a very good Ravens run defense. Now they gotta throw the ball more, trying to get back into this game. With 3:23 to go, 2nd and 14. Chargers defense needs to get a stop, get the ball back to the offense. Henry, Jackson on a quarterback run. He has stood up at the line of scrimmage, gaining a yard, maybe. Brings up 3rd and long. Big opportunity for the Chargers to get a stop. But first, we have the Chargers calling their first timeout. That stops the clock with 3:18 to go. First timeout spent by either side so far this second half. So the Chargers down 14. So 3rd and 13. 3:18 to go. Big play upcoming here. Chargers defense need to get a stop. From their own 21. Jackson under center. He'll hand off to Justice Hill and makes him miss in the backfield and still taken down for a loss. Derwin James tackle for loss. 3:14 to go. Chargers call their second timeout. And their defense does the job and they get a stop. So now the Chargers will have one timeout left. So the Chargers are going to get the football back. Obviously down by 14. Need it back twice. 3:14 to go, so there's plenty of time. But not necessarily to get the ball back twice. They're going to need an onside kick. Unless they score in the blink of an eye. But Davis calls for a fair catch at the 37. So the Chargers with pretty good field position. 3:08 to go. Down 30-16. It's a 44-yard punt. So, I mean, it's going to be hard, but it's possible for the Chargers. Down by 14. They have 3:08 to go. A timeout and the 2-minute warning, so. Harbaugh is going to win the Harbaugh Bowl. Very true, very true. That'd be a good bet to put on. Someone with the name, a coach who goes by the name of, who has the last name of Harbaugh will win this game. I mean, I guess there's always a chance the game ends in a tie, but I mean, there's very unlikely. I just saw this. Daniel Jones is now a free agent. He cleared the waivers today. And the Raiders are a team would have been interested, but Daniel Jones said he's not interested in going to the Raiders and wants to instead be on a playoff contender as I guess a backup. There's no way he's going to start for a playoff team. What did you think about the Daniel Jones release? I think they should have. Hold on, I'll get back to that in a second. First and 10, Herbert looks to throw. Steps up in the pocket. Herbert taken down for a sack. A flag is down. If it stands, it's going to be a loss of about 3. It won't. Ravens were offsides. But, yeah, the Daniel Jones release, it was a weird situation. I did not expect him to ask for a release because that's the only reason the Giants did it. Is because he asked for one. But they would have saved a lot of money if they waited till after, I think it's March something, and released him. Herbert looks to throw. Herbert down the sideline, that is dropped. Johnston again. Yeah, after he got demoted to third quarterback and then quarterback 4 behind Tim Boyle, then he asked for a release, yeah. I mean, I don't think the Giants should have added Tim Boyle to the practice squad. They should have just kept Daniel Jones their third quarterback, but yeah, that's really what caused it. Johnston, another drop. This one, I mean, broken up by Tre'Davious White, but Johnston again can't hold on. And it's 3rd and 5. Johnston with 2 hands on it, but can't haul it in. Third and 5. Johnston's been targeted 4 times. He's caught 0 of them. 3rd and 5 with the Chargers. 2:53 to go. Ravens bring a blitz. Herbert is pressured. Steps up in the pocket. Herbert is taken down for a sack. A loss of 5. A big loss. Not necessarily a big loss, but a big loss at this point in the game. It's 4th and 9. 4th time Herbert's been sacked today. Obviously, the Chargers will go for it. Gotta have this. From their own 38, Herbert in shotgun. Herbert looks to throw. Ravens rush 4. Herbert downfield, that is caught by McConkey for first down. That's going to bring us to 2-minute warning as well. But a big 4th down conversion for the Chargers as Herbert finds McConkey downfield and they convert on 3rd down inside Raven territory to the 45. But a big 4th down conversion keeps the Chargers' hopes at least alive for the moment. 18 yards there on 4th down. Chargers are going to score. I don't know, maybe. I mean, got to do it twice. And they'll need an onside kick getting the ball back. But unlikely. I mean, they'll probably get 1. But But waiting for them to come back from commercial. So still waiting for them to come back from commercial here at the 2-minute warning. Ravens up 30-16. Two minutes left. Ravens have all 3 timeouts remaining. Chargers with 1. So 1st and 10 from the 45. Herbert in shotgun back onto his left. Herbert looks to throw with time. Herbert down the field. That is incomplete. Wanted Josh Palmer. Nice play by Marlon Humphrey to break up that pass. Brings up 2nd and 10 with 1:55 to go. There was still a chance Palmer almost caught it off the deflection, but a nice play by Marlon Humphrey. 2nd and 10 from the 45. Herbert in shotgun. Son Haskins is the back onto his left. Herbert looks to throw with time. Herbert now is pressured. Flag comes in for holding. Herbert going to tuck it and run. Herbert breaks the tackle, and he's going to get out of bounds at the 31 after picking up a first down. He'll gain 15 on the scramble, but it's going to come back. Jim Harbaugh wanted a face mask against the Ravens. Instead, he had to hold against his right tackle, Joe Alt. So 2nd and 20 following the penalty. Herbert in shotgun. Hassan Haskins again wanted to his right. Herbert looks to throw. Herbert the outside that is caught by the tight end Will Dissly, and he's out of bounds. Gains 10. So back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10, 1:38 to go. Chargers need to force the ball downfield a little bit more. It's 3rd and 11, actually. So 3rd and 11. And prior to this play, we have a timeout called defensively, as the Ravens take their first timeout. The upcoming schedule for the Chargers, they just showed it. No, they took it down now, so let me pull it up. But the Chargers next week, they're at the Falcons. Then they play at the Chiefs. Then they host the Buccaneers and the Broncos. Then they play at the Patriots and at the Raiders. So some tough games there. Obviously, Chiefs won't be easy. Broncos won't be easy. Even the Falcons and Buccaneers won't be easy. But we'll really see what this team can do and if they can get into the playoffs. 3rd and 11 from the 45. 1:38 to go. Herbert, quick throw, caught by Ladd McConkey. Almost dropped it. McConkey taken down inbounds. I don't really like that for the Chargers. Why would you throw an in-breaking route as what looks like the design? 1:29 to go. 4th and 6. Chargers call their 3rd and final timeout. I really don't like that call. They throw an in-breaking route. to McConkey, and are then forced to burn their final timeout. And they only gain like 6 yards. I don't really like that play. With a minute 29 to go, they put a second back on the clock. Chargers obviously running out of time. Now without any timeouts. They need a touchdown and an onside kick and then another touchdown. 4th and 6. First they got to convert here. Herbert looks to throw. Given time. Herbert downfield. Incomplete. Josh Palmer is the intended target. There's a flag. Marlon Humphrey in coverage. Palmer is the target. Get another pass interference call. Oh, that's not interference. I don't think so. Yeah, maybe he hits his hand slightly early, but the ball is on the way. Here's a good look at it. Oh no, that's great timing. Maybe the slightest bit early, but that should not be a penalty, I don't think. But penalty gives the Chargers some fresh downs. Herbert gonna run here. Herbert inside the 20. Now he's gonna try to get out of bounds. Unable to do so. Herbert taking down inbounds. Clock is running. 1:15. You wouldn't call it interference either. Okay. Yeah. I don't like that one. Ravens bring pressure. Herbert takes a shot at the end zone. It is incomplete. Took a shot for Josh Palmer trying to beat the blitz. Didn't have a ton of time to throw that. But it's incomplete. Justin Herbert today, 21 of 35 for 218, 29 rushing yards, and a rushing touchdown. 2nd and 10, Herbert with time throws to the outside that is incomplete. 3rd and 10. So 3rd and 10, 54 seconds left. Chargers still down by 14. Ball's on the 16. They need to get in the end zone quick. Herbert looks to throw. To the end zone. Incomplete off the hand of Palmer. Oh, we got another flag. Wow, a lot of flags. This officiating crew calling defensive interference very tight. Not a huge fan of that. I understand it because it kind of grabbed onto him, but not a huge fan of that call. I always understand it. 1st and goal. They're going to run it here. Gus Edwards is in for a touchdown. So the Chargers get the touchdown. They're first. They need one more, obviously. 11 plays, 63 yards, 2:22 off the clock. Crazier things have happened. They can get the ball back 46 seconds. Obviously, they'll need an onside kick, but there's still enough time to potentially get the onside kick and score another touchdown. But obviously, the onside kick is going to be the tough part. First, the extra point here for Cameron Dicker. Extra point is good, but there's a flag. The delay a game. So that'll back them up 5. Imagine this is what ended up costing the Chargers. They missed the extra point because it's backed up 5 yards. They get the onside kick, get the touchdown, and then can't convert. I doubt that happens, but that would just be crazy. So it's now a 38-yard extra point instead. And he got it. So 30-23. Ravens lead. Obviously, the Chargers will need to try an onside kick, but the chance of recovering this is extremely slim. We did see the Bears recover one against the Vikings yesterday. We've seen a few recovered this season, although not many. So let's see. Can they get the onside kick? Lamar Jackson's had a good game, 16 of 22 for 177, 3 total touchdowns, 2 through the air, 1 on the ground. So let's see. 46 seconds, gotta get the onside kick first. NFL success this season, 3 for 36. This one is recovered by the Ravens. Isaiah likely falls on it. And the Ravens going to hold on 30-23. It's an extreme. All right, have a good rest of your day. But 45 seconds left. Ravens now just a couple kneel downs away. Or one, depending on how long they have to take here. Ravens' 5th straight win on Monday Night Football. That is the team's longest streak. You too. Enjoy Thanksgiving. Oh, yeah. I forgot Thanksgiving in a couple days. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving to you guys as well. Have a good Thanksgiving. So the Ravens get the win 30-23 as they beat the Chargers. They allow a touchdown but recover the onside kick. And they're able to hold on for the win. 30-23. Ravens improve to 8-4. Chargers fall to 7-4. As far as the playoff race goes for the AFC, let's see. Well, this hasn't updated yet. But and now it has. The Ravens now at the top. So they're still at the top wildcard spot at 8-4. They're now a half a game ahead of the Chargers, who are 7-4. Who are half a game ahead of the Broncos, who are 7-5. But yeah, so it actually stays the same in terms of the playoff order. But that's going to do it for tonight's stream, everybody. Thank you guys for joining me. Be sure to like this stream, subscribe, turn notifications so you don't miss any of their upcoming videos or upcoming streams. I do my best to post as often as possible. I hope you all have a great rest of your day or night. Happy Thanksgiving. Next time I'll be streaming is Saturday for Texas and Texas A&M. Obviously, a bunch of videos out throughout the week as usual. Predictions will be out. Oh, predictions. That's the thing. Because we got games on Thursday during the day, I'm going to post my predictions hopefully Wednesday afternoon or Wednesday night. And my college football predictions will be out Thursday night. But that is the plan for the videos this week. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like this stream, subscribe, turn notifications so you don't miss any other upcoming videos or upcoming streams. I hope you all have a great rest of your day or night. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you, and I'll see you in the next video.